Hey guys, it's Chris again, the real CMAC on ECF, Vapotron, Twitter, a few other places. Today we're going to do another hardware review, so thanks for tuning in. We're looking at a couple things from electrovapors.com in Canada. First up, well, they kind of go together, but we're looking at the 510 high performance Tankomizer. It is a tank addy, and we have a tank to go with it here as well. It's a Huawei tank, I believe how you pronounce it. So let's go down, take a look at these close up, and then we'll come back and see how it vapes. All right, so here we have the 510 high performance Tankomizer. It looks like a pretty standard atomizer, maybe a little taller. But when we look inside, we can get the light to cooperate and my focus. There we go. Alright, so we have the traditional spike in there. If anyone's used a tank system before, there's always that spike in there. We have wicking material in that spike, and then there seems to be a little metal tube wrapped around it. It's kind of hard to see in this light. I'm not sure if it's made of mesh or just a solid metal. I would guess it's mesh in there. So that is the Tankomizer. There is a atomizer coil at the bottom of that, and once again, of course, we can't see it in that light, but there is a you can see the ceramic cup in the bottom. So that's the high performance Tankomizer. So that is sold separately from the tanks. I also did get a tank with it. So that's your tank right there. I'm going to pull back a bit here. Really, really easy to fill. You just pop off that little plastic, rubber cap. If I have juice in there, I just take a paper towel that I have and I'll just squeeze it and pull it off with a paper towel so I don't get juice on my hands. You do have your air path here. Okay, right there's a little gap. Let's see if we can see that. Let's zoom in a bit there. You can barely see it there on the top. There you go, you can see that. Alright, so your air is going to go in there, or your vapor, I should say. It's going to travel from the atomizer through there and then into the mouthpiece, which I'm holding on to there. Okay, and there's your mouthpiece. So that's the tank. Well, it is the tank that she sent me with it. It's a Huawei tank. Huawei? Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. It works quite well on the atomizer though. So let's go back out to regular size and check out how it vapes. Okay, so that's the close-up on the 510 Tankomizer, high-performance Tankomizer, and the tank that was sent to me with it. First, we're going to give a fill on this tank. As I said in the downward shot there, the easiest way I find, especially if you're refilling, is to just take a paper towel, grip that silicone piece. That silicone piece is out of there, and we're just going to put some juice in here. And I find it takes approximately, well, just under a mil. That's pretty much what I can fit in here. And I'm actually putting some 50-50 juice in here. Okay. Oh no! I was gonna drop something. Okay, it didn't go through the deck though. So I got my juice in there. We're gonna take that cap and we're gonna pop that back on. Okay, super easy to fill up. And then we're gonna put it onto the Tankomizer. So just easily pops in there. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, you're gonna want to give it a good twist, just to make sure that the spike in the Tankomizer pierces that silicone membrane, and that you got juice flowing down the wick there. Alright, we're going to pop this onto my iTaste just because I have my iTaste here. But this doesn't have to be used on an iTaste. It's 510 threading. You can use it on, you know, your silver bullet. You can use it on your lava tube. Whatever you want to use it on that has a 510 connection. This atomizer does ohm out for me at 2.2 ohms. And we're going to vape at 4.2 volts on the iTaste. So let's give it a shot here. I do also want to mention this Tankomizer is custom made for electrovapors.com, and let's go. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so as you can see, it's kicking out tons of vapor. This is a 50-50 juice, but I'm getting good vapor even with a 70-30. Now, my experience with tanks, you know, goes back to the 510, the Ego T tank, which was not great. It's what I started out on. You know, it would get burny real quick. I'd be washing atomizers and letting them dry and buying atomizers, and because, you know, after a day or two of vaping, it would just get dry and gunky, and it was just no good. You know, I tried the e-cig for a bit. Nah, same thing. I just recently reviewed the iTaste with the tank system, the Inokin tank system that comes with that, and it was a big improvement. I really liked it. This is better. I am really liking this. The vapor, as you saw, is excellent. This retains throat hit. I've been vaping on this for at least 4 days straight. I've been taking it with me. I haven't used, you know, I'll occasionally take a puff off of my cardo tanks, but I've been using this almost exclusively. I've been taking it work with me almost exclusively, and I'm really satisfied with it, which was a big surprise. It's got excellent throat hit, which is something I expected to go away after a couple tanks. No problems. And it retains the flavor really well. I barely noticed any loss of flavor. It's actually really good. You know, from the first time I filled it to now, which is, I'm filling this up probably 3, maybe 4 times a day. So I've had quite a few tankfuls through here. 50-50 juice. Seems to have no problem wicking. 70-30 obviously is doing great in this tank, or in this Tankomizer, I should say. I do really like the tank here. You know, going back to another review I had of the iTaste tank system, I mentioned that there's a lot of condensation buildup on the tip, and you know, you get juice in your mouth and you're like licking your shirt or something like that, or you know, if you got a rag or a paper towel around. I've had none of that. None. This thing is bone dry. It's almost always bone dry. I mean, maybe once I had a little bit of condensation on there, but it's really nothing to speak of. It's almost 99% of the time I got no condensation on there. It just seems to stick in the side tube there, and you know, never comes out of there. So really happy with that. I'm not having to, you know, it's a lick-free tank. So I got this up at 4.2 right now. You know, we can knock it back down to 3.7. Still producing great vapor. Now I've had this up, 4.5, 5 volts. Still works really well. When you get up, I like it at 4.2. I find the flavor is the best. I tend to lose a little bit of flavor when I go up higher than that. Let's put it up at 5. Yeah, still pretty good. But for me, 4.2 is my sweet spot with this Tankomizer, especially with this 50/50 juice. I find it works really well there. Alright, so, I really don't have much bad to say about this. It seems to wick great, but the only thing I would say, and it's not even about the high performance Tankomizer, it's more about the tank. It doesn't hold much juice, just under a mil. So, for me personally, I have to fill it 3, maybe 4 times a day. So you're going to want to carry a bottle of juice around. So I just wanted to mention that. At that voltage, the vapor is, it's not cold. It's not really warm either. It's kind of in between, which is fine with me. I really don't like hot vapor like some people do. Ow. Mosquitoes, sorry. Overall, I'm really, really impressed with it. I'll definitely keep vaping on this, and I'm probably going to pick up a couple more as I'm surprised at how well it does vape. So let's get to some pricing on this. On the website, electrovapors.com, they have the Tankomizer. These do come separately. The Tankomizer is $10.99 for one Tankomizer, and that is the atomizer part. And they do have a 5-pack of these tanks for $4.99. They are smaller tanks. I didn't see these. These ones are a little bigger than the small ones they have. This tank right here is the standard size. I didn't see those on the site, but I believe they are there somewhere. So $10.99 for the atomizer. A lot of atomizer. Well, some atomizers now, they got replaceable heads, and like the e-cig has a replaceable head, but they don't perform as well as this one. So, I think I'd rather personally spend my money on a good tank addy than just burn through a bunch of heads that don't work for me. So that's my review of the 510 high performance Tankomizer from electrovapors.com, and also kind of a little mini review on the tank that comes with it, or came with mine. They do come separately, as I said, but it is a good combo. I would recommend it for sure. Let's take another one. There's bugs everywhere around my head. Bad timing. Anyways, thank you for watching this review, and I'll be back for more. Thanks.